Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, suffering a loss in any sport is difficult, but it's far more difficult when you suffer a loss in the sport of boxing, especially when it comes to a significant fight when you're held at a certain standard or maybe you lose your undefeated record. And this is the reason why whenever a boxer loses and they do their post-fight interview, one of the first things they do is make excuses for why they lost, because boxing is such an individual sport. And it's also a tribal sport. You can't blame it on the team if you lose. You have to blame it on yourself. And because it's such a manly warrior sport, it also affects a fighter's pride when he loses.
Listen, true champ, forget the rest. Yo. You got, hell of a fighter, but I won tonight, man. And everybody know that. The referee raised my hand. I won tonight. I don't care what anybody says, yo. I won tonight. Hey, at the end of the day, I've been here. I've done that. I want to thank God. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. Look, I ain't no sore loser.
Приехать домой, пересмотреть поединок, но я не согласен с решением.
I think in the first half of the fight, he got more rounds than I did. But then in the second half of the fight, I took it over, and I was much better. But I wanted to go home and to review the fight, to see it. I can't concentrate now much about it. But I'm not agreeing with the scorecard.
Vasily, do you believe you won this fight tonight?
Да, на данный момент, да, я думал, что я выигрываю. Думал, что я выиграю, но результат есть результат, поэтому я с ним спорить сейчас не собираюсь.
At the moment, I think and I thought, yes, I'm winning a fight, but the result is a result. I'm not going to argue right now. I need to see what's review.
Now, clearly on camera, Lomachenko, he took his loss way better than Lopez did. But let's get back to how things are different when they are off camera. So when you hear fighters in the ring right after they lose make all these excuses and they act like everything is okay, I'm moving right past this, it's usually a complete different scene once they get back to the dressing room. That's when the real emotions emerge. Once you hop in that shower and you're all alone with nothing but your thoughts. No more cameras in your face. No more friends and fans trying to make excuses for why you lost, to cheer you up, make you feel better, talking bad about the guy that just beat you. For maybe a few minutes, all of that is gone. And this is the reason why we do use the term blood, sweat, and tears, because a win or a loss can elicit tears, regardless if you're crying on the inside or the outside. Now, if you were to listen to Lomachenko's post-fight interview right after he lost to Lopez, of course, he didn't feel good about it, but you would think that he got over it really easy, right? He was already making excuses, et cetera, et cetera. But the truth is, Lomachenko was really affected by that loss. He really struggled for quite some time getting over it. And this was all revealed on the episode of Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Many years, Vasily Lomachenko found himself struggling after his defeat to Teofimo Lopez, where he lost his 3 lightweight belts.
Okay, so you heard that. Lomachenko, he struggled for many years losing to Lopez, just like Lopez is still struggling today, losing to George Kambosos. But going back to Lomachenko, it was something else he said that I thought was pretty interesting because, you know, after he lost to Lopez, everybody, they were saying he should go back down and weight. He needs to go back down and weight, right? Lomachenko, he refused to go back down and weight. He wanted to stay at 135, and he explained why he wanted to stay at 135. Lomachenko, he said, I couldn't go down in weight because I lost at 135. And if I were to go down after I lost at 135, when 135 was my dream, Loma said, for me, it looks like you're weak.
After Lopez lose, you could go down and fight him. But I can't because I lose in the lightweight and I go on a lightweight, take my dream, take my goal, and I can't change it. For me, it looks like you're weak.
You know, I have to give Lomachenko credit, even though he did avoid Devin Haney when Devin was his mandatory and avoided him for 4 years, thinking that Teofimo Lopez would be the easier fight. The fact that Lomachenko today is willing to really test himself to see how good he is, knowing that he's up against the toughest challenge of his career, fighting against Devin Haney today. He could have took the easy route. He could have did what Bam Bam Rodriguez did, which is move down in weight instead of fighting more dangerous fighters like Chocolatito Gonzalez or Francisco Estrada. Lomachenko, he could have did what Canelo Alvarez did when he was fighting at 154 and 160. Avoid all of the most dangerous champions there and flee to an abandoned division like 168 at the time. And when I say abandoned, I mean you're in a part of the ocean where there are no sharks there, only dolphins. But now we know times have changed and there's a whole bunch of sharks swimming around in the 168-pound division now. So you definitely have to give Lomachenko more credit than the usual suspects when it comes to fighters on the hope list. But when I was talking about Lomachenko actually thinking that Lopez would be an easier fight, it's so ironic because that's exactly what happened to Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney as well, which he would have actually made way more money to fight Devin. He turned down the money. He turned down the opportunity to become undisputed because it would have been for a belt. He turned all that down because he knew, or at least he assumed, the Kambosos fight would be an easier fight. And even though it was an easier fight than a Devin Haney fight, he still couldn't even beat Kambosos. But in less than 2 weeks now, Lomachenko has an opportunity to fight for undisputed. This is something that Lomachenko said he has always dreamed to be. He's always felt there should only be one champion in each division. And now he's fighting against the undisputed champion. We're going to see soon what Lomachenko can do with this opportunity May 20th. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes,
Fever blisters, diabetic ulcers.
this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com.
Like them on Facebook and follow them on Instagram.
Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.